Hello everybody, welcome to this week's Sunday School Story Time. We're so happy that you're here with us today. So this is going to be the last Sunday School Story Time that's in this format where we read a story and we have a craft. At some point today, you will be getting a special delivery to your door. In this special delivery will be instructions as to how you can help us celebrate our last day of Sunday school next Sunday. So keep an eye out for that. If you didn't get a bag, just shoot me a message and I will make sure that you get one. I'm pretty sure I caught everybody, but these days, who knows? My brain doesn't quite work the way it's supposed to with 2 young kids in the house and working and it's just crazy. So, without further ado, we don't have a special reader today, sorry to let you know. So I will be reading your story today, and here it is. It's called Little Giraffe's Big Idea. Far away lived a little giraffe called Gregory. He's so cute, isn't he? Every day was the same. Gregory had nobody to play with. He was bored. He had no giraffe friends, and all the other animals played with their own kind. What animals do you see? Gazelles, lions, rhinos, and elephants. But one day, Gregory had a big idea. Perhaps if he dressed up to look like the other animals, they would let him join in with their games. He kind of looks silly dressed as an ostrich, huh? But he's still cute. So Gregory set about searching the savannah for the things that he needed. He searched high up in the trees. He searched low down in the grass. He even searched underwater. Nervously, Gregory put on his first disguise. What kind of fun ostrich games are we playing today? He asked the ostriches hopefully. You're not a real ostrich, you're a giraffe, squawked the noisy ostrich. Anyway, you couldn't keep up with us. You're way too slow. I don't think that's very nice. Determined to find somebody to play with, Gregory put on another disguise. Can I play with you? He asked the rhinos. You're not a real rhino. You're a giraffe, bellowed an angry-looking rhino. Anyways, you're not strong enough to wrestle with us. They are. But Gregory didn't give up easily, and he had soon put on another disguise. Hi guys, can I swim with you? He asked the crocodiles at the water hole. You're not a real crocodile, you're a giraffe, snapped a mean-looking crocodile. Anyways, giraffes are terrible swimmers. Here are the crocodiles. What's gonna happen next? Giraffes are also very stubborn, and Gregory was no exception. Can I join in on your game? He asked the lions as he shook his mane and showed his teeth. You're not a real lion, you're a giraffe, roared a majestic-looking lion. Anyways, you're too tall to hide in the grass and you'll scare away our lunch. Gregory thought about giving up, but then he took a deep breath and put on his greatest disguise yet. Please, can I play with you? He asked the elephant in a big, loud voice. All the elephants turned to look at him. Gregory smiled hopefully, but one by one, they started to laugh. Gregory decided that he'd have enough. nobody wanted to play with him. Gregory had never felt so sad or lonely. Later that afternoon, Gregory heard a commotion in the distance. He saw something incredible. The strangest giraffes that he had ever seen were coming towards him. But they weren't giraffes at all. All of the animals were very sorry for not allowing Gregory to join in with their games and had dressed up to look just like him. And from that day, the animals all played together. So what did we learn from this story? I think we learned that it's really important for us to be nice to other people and include them when we play games. Because not including our friends is not very nice. There you go, Max. Just like now, I'm including Max in Sunday School Story Time with me today. So next up, we have a special crafter. We have Kyssandra who's going to teach us how to make a beautiful flower. So stay tuned.
Hi everyone! So today we are going to make a beautiful picture with some flowers. And in order to do this, we are going to need some toilet paper rolls or paper towel rolls, whatever you might have around. You are going to need some paint. You are going to need scissors with a grown-up's permission. And you're going to need a piece of paper to do your beautiful work on, any size you would like and any color that you'd like. Once you have those materials, you are ready to begin. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set up my area. I put down some newspaper to make sure I was painting on a nice area that I wasn't worried about getting any paint on. I have my piece of paper. I'm ready. I'm going to pick out some colored paint. I want some green. Okay, now I have my paint all ready and I am ready to go making the shapes of my flowers. So I'm going to start with this toilet paper roll and I am going to cut the shape that I want my flower to be. So maybe I want this one to have some long, thin petals. So in order to do that, I am going to cut some long strips that are really thin. So it looks like this. Then I'm going to fold back my cuts to make that flower so that when I press it down, I will have a flower. So you have a choice to make them as short or as long as you would like for this flower. This is flower 1. Let's make another one. This one I want to have bigger petals. So I'm going to cut big. So this time my cuts look like this, a little bigger and more spread out than the last ones. And when I fold these ones back, I can see what my flower is going to look like. I might want them to be a little shorter, so I'm going to trim them a little bit. Perfect. So now I have the flower that I would like. Let's make another one. For this one, I think I want them to be kind of zigzaggy. So my cuts I did kind of zigzags, and now I'm going to fold them back and see what my flower is going to look like. Alright, and let's do one more. Let's do one that has some round petals. I'm going to fold back my round petals, and the parts I don't want, I'm going to fold in. So now you can just see the petals that I want for my print. The great part about a paper towel roll is I can cut it smaller, and use another part to do another flower and maybe even one more. Alright, so once you have your 4 flower designs, you are ready to begin painting. So carefully over that area with some newspaper, you can take your paintbrush and you can start painting your designs. Put some purple. Alright, let's see what our print looks like. To really press down to make sure the paint goes down on it. And we have our first flower. Awesome! So I'm realizing that there might be a few holes that maybe I don't want. So I can go over and paint again what I just painted. You want to make sure the paint is on a little thick. Alright, so now what I'm going to do to fill in some of those spaces is I'm going to put it down in the empty spaces. And again, I'm going to really press down. Wow, this flower is done. This is great. I'm going to put this to the side just in case I want another flower like that. Alright, let's try my long one now. This one that looked like this. I'm thinking some yellow. Alright, now remember when you put it down, you want to really press down those petals. And then carefully, when you're ready, lift up. Wow, that is a cool flower. Alright, let's try one more. I think I have space for one more flower. On this one, I'm going to do some stripes. I'm going to do some yellow. Maybe on this one we could use that back of the brush again and take some blue and put some dots. Great! We are ready to press down this flower and see what we get. Alright, press down on all of that hard work. And when you're ready, you can slowly lift up. Wow, I love that flower. That flower might be my favorite flower. Alright, so you can keep going until your whole paper is filled with flowers. And then you have a choice. You can either grab a paintbrush and add some centers, maybe like this, or maybe a design like this. Or you can grab some markers and finish up your drawing once your painting is dry. Add some stems and some leaves. What else might I need for my picture? Maybe some grass? Maybe I'll add a little sun. And I think my picture is done. So I chose to do mine all in paint. And this is my finished picture. Once you make your beautiful garden out of your toilet paper rolls and your paper towel rolls, make sure you clean up your whole area. And before you cut any of your flowers, make sure you have a grown-up's permission to use scissors. It was so much fun crafting with you, and we can't wait until next time. Bye!
Thank you to everybody who joined us for this week's Sunday School Story Time. and we cannot wait for our celebration next week. We can't wait to see what amazing things we come up with. And yeah, we'll see you next week. Bye for now.